Welcome back to the Ultra Radical Toy Works channel, everybody. I'm your Pepper, and today we're looking at more 1000 Toys new synth initiative stuff. We're continuing the line of the NextMan and taking a look at the last two colorways. New synth, NextMan, RealxHead, and 1000 Toys.
We're taking a look at the final two NextMan synth figures from RealxHead and 1000 Toys, and before we get into it, I need to clear some things up.
I made a mistake on the internet.
When I looked at the Fusion, I said this about the arm. The Mutant extension, the Mutant Arm, is a little bit of a struggle to pop on and off. The arm actually pops on and replaces the whole forearm, and it's not intended to go on the wrist peg.
Yeah, my bad.
So now that you know where the arm is supposed to go, let's move on. We continue marching forward with the new synth initiative with Future and Cyclone. Firstly, let's talk about the clear colorway, Future. He gets the least in the way of hands. We get 2 punchy fists, 2 relaxed hands, 1 gun haver hand, and unfortunately, he does not have a hey, stop it hand. But like our friend Fusion, he has a mutant arm that possesses unknown power. The mutant arm sports a red, what I assume is an eye, and a metal jaw. The mutant arm has a presence all of its own, and I'm into it. It pops on and off at the elbow. Not the wrist, the elbow. His head sculpt is clean. I like his upset or perhaps disgusted expression. And in stark defiance of an asymmetrical aesthetic, he has 2 horns. He has cracks that line his mask, just like before, and just like before, the paint on those looks clean. Futuristic shades, futuristic mohawk, our future lad is futuristic. The scarf is the same sculpt as the previous iteration, and the cast is in white this time. Does it give you that Kamen Rider feel? No, that's okay, because its clear body is going to give you the Henshin cyborg feel. The clear body looks fantastic. The black arms and the shins make for an interesting look and make for a colorway that might have looked plain if it was clear all the way through, but it has enough color splashed around to really break things up. Overall, the sculpt is awesome. I love the small details, the cracks, the panel lines, the belt. All of it works and translates really well. Aesthetically, this figure does it for me, and yes, that is a copy and paste from the first review of the NextMan Fusion. In all honesty, the clear variant is a welcome addition to the collection. He rules. Now on to our boy Cyclone, the black and gunmetal colorway of this line. For hands, he is sporting the most options, fewest in the way of mutant arms, cause he doesn't have one, but most in the way of conventional hands. He has 2 punchy fists, 2 relaxed hands, 1 hey stop it, 2 gun haver hands, get this, 2 gun haver hands, cause in lieu of a mutant extension, he has a ray gun. It fits into either of his gun haver hands beautifully, and lucky for you, all of the other dudes have a gun haver hand too, so you can swap around the gun, and they can all experience what it feels like to hold that kind of power. The coolest thing about our blaster is if you pry the end off, you have a Glyos peg. You also have a couple bits to customize. It's too cool. If you have lots of Glyos pieces, you could probably make some amazing weapons with this. And maybe with the release of the Glyos new synth, there might be more ways to customize using the Glyos peg system. This head sculpt is probably my favorite. Our one-horned friend has an Oni mask look, brought on by his fanged grin. It makes me go, ooh, that's pretty spooky. It's spooky and fierce and makes for the most interesting, in my opinion, of all the heads for the NextMan. You know the drill. Cracks, paint, mask, shades, mohawk, yeah. By now you're all familiar with the scarf. This one is red, it looks good, and I still think that a cloth goods scarf might make this guy pop. His paint apps are banging. Black and gunmetal throughout the body, wrists popping with a grayish battleship blue, same for the feet, white on the belt and in a few nooks. And the red on the buckle ties it all together nicely. With all these guys, the posability is amazing. You can be as subtle or as dynamic as you wish, because the 1000 Toys have mastered that base body. It's perfect. Well, we're here, at the end of the review, and I now have the pleasure of posing up all of these guys next to one another and feeling that sense of accomplishment that comes when someone completes a collection. That being said, I want more from 1000 Toys. I can't wait for the Glyos synth and the Punk Drunkers, and if they showed off more colorways of this NextMan, I would gladly continue collecting the line. And for you out there, watching a review, seeing if you should buy these guys, get your ass to a convention and get yourself some 1000 Toys. The new synth initiative stuff is amazing. That or pay attention online and hopefully these guys get a standard online release. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe, share this video with your friends, I don't know, whoever you think would watch this. Bye.